Take a look at that roof, folks. This beautiful medieval castle served as Louisiana's state capitol building between 1852 and 1932. Now this beautiful building serves as a museum of political history, and it is quite the sight to see. What's up, YouTube, and welcome to Travel Adventures with Eric B. I'm Eric B, and today we're inside of this castle, Louisiana's old state capitol here in Baton Rouge. This state capitol building served as Louisiana's state capitol for 80 years before the new state capitol was built. Let's check it out. And if you're wondering about the new state capitol, that's it right there, the tallest state capitol in America, built in 1932. But no tours right now in the new state capitol. Only the old state capitol is open to tours. People pass this way in downtown Baton Rouge and take pictures all the time because it's a very unique landmark. The trees in the yard are also very unique. It's not often you see those big trees like that are that low from the ground. And by the way, it's 56 steps to the top of the building, and I had to walk all 56, and my feet still hurt. One difference, though, is the steps, they don't have the state names like the new state. Baton Rouge was founded in 1699 by French explorers. Pierre Le Moyne d'Iberville, traveling up the Mississippi River, saw a red pole, decided to mark the boundary between two hunting grounds of Native American tribes. He named the location Le Baton Rouge, or Red Stick. Baton Rouge comes from the Indian word "stroomer," meaning red stick. This is the side entrance of the building right now, as you can see, because the main entrance was actually not open after I walked all 52 steps. But either way, I got... In the sculpture room, you have sculptures of Andrew Jackson. You also have George Washington, right? And you have Napoleon Bonaparte. So if you're wondering who Napoleon Bonaparte is, he's the one that sold this area in the Louisiana Purchase from France to the United States. So he's big. Zachary Taylor's the one president who lived in Baton Rouge. The reason why there's a town 10 miles outside of Baton Rouge called Zachary, Louisiana, named after Zachary Taylor. So this is all down on the first floor. Now we're going to go head upstairs and see some exhibits upstairs. So look outside. No, now we're upstairs. This is an old school political ballot back in the Teddy Roosevelt days. This is part, obviously, from the political museum portion of the old state capitol. Now, let's talk Huey P. Long. Huey P. Long was called the Kingfish, was the governor of Louisiana between 1928 and 1932, and was a member of the U.S. Senate in 1935 before being assassinated in the new state capitol, a building that he brought to fruition. Huey P. Long was captivating. He was considered to be the United States' first dictator on a state level to many people, but he was a progressive. Some of the progressive things that Long accomplished back in the 1930s are now just part of our everyday lives, like having decent roads, free elementary school textbooks, literature classes for people who can't read. The Great Depression, while in the Senate, Long decided he wanted to take the next step and challenge FDR for President of the United States. Long was known for his Share the Wealth bill, which a lot of people loved Long for it, but at the same time, a lot of people were against Long. A lot of people considered him to be a dictator. But Long wanted to share the wealth, and as far as high taxing to the wealthy and capping everyone at $1 million income, where you could make no more than $1 million. Of course, as I just mentioned earlier, Long never got his chance to challenge FDR for president because he was shot in 1935 in the new state capitol, a building that he really pushed for. Long was all about helping the poor, and he really did a lot in his time for helping the poor. So this is the old school governor's office. Always enjoy seeing these type of things with the old furniture. Only two pieces in this room are the original pieces. If you look right to the center, that table in the center is one of the original pieces. And also that mirror right there, I don't know if it's a chair, you can sit on it or something in the middle with the mirror, I'm not sure, but it's one of the original pieces also. They won't let you in to get a good close look at it. It's roped off, so that's probably about the best I can do with that as far as the little office setup. But two original pieces. They're all old furniture, though, really nice. Picture of Huey right there having a seat. Fun fact about this building is this building used to be a prison during the Civil War. A lot of history in this building. And if you want to know another fun fact about this building, they say this building is haunted. They say Civil War writer Sarah Morgan, who was obsessed with this building, they said her spirit haunts this building. So yeah, I'm glad that there's a few other people in here. I love horror movies, but I am not one for haunted houses. I lived in one as a kid. I'm good. In here, oftentimes, schools will have their debate teams do different things in here. They'll come in and do political debates and things, but I tell you, this is really beautiful. You can have a lot of events here. Very, very... Oh, of this place makes me feel like I'm more in a church than I am in a state capitol, but really cool, though. I really like it. The wall are all past Louisiana governors. That's the current one, John Bell Edwards. The notorious Edwin Edwards. If you're familiar with Louisiana politics, Edwin Edwards is one you should look up. Kathleen Babineau Blanco was Louisiana's 54th governor, only female governor, served between 2004 and 2008 and died in 2019. Okay, as you look up just a little bit right here, that's Governor Mike Foster, who just recently died this year, so that's a governor that I remember too. He's one of the more recent governors. He served between the years of 1996 to 2004 before Kathleen Babineau Blanco took over as the 54th governor. This is an empty room right here. You can rent out for different functions, banquets, things like that. Really beautiful room. So these are some of the pictures where people have decided to have their bridals here at the old state capitol. So, not trying to put anybody on blast. I actually know a few people that have had their bridals outside or inside of the old state capitol. Such a beautiful building and a beautiful facility to have your arrangement at. So there's some pictures right there. Tons of people have had it here, and I'm sure it's something that will continue to go on throughout the years. You may notice there's a lot of metal in this building as well. This building did burn during the Civil War before it was rebuilt, so it was rebuilt with a lot of metal to make this building a lot more sturdy. It's quite the visit today to Louisiana's old state capitol. First time I've been in this building since I toured it back in high school. Truly enjoyed. And if you enjoyed this video, I ask that you please hit the like, please hit the subscribe button, please hit the bell notification. Help us to continue to grow as a travel community. And as always, remember, live today, grow today, tomorrow's never guaranteed. Peace!